Have you ever noticed how sleep changes as we get older? You know, it's almost like one day, everything was fine, and the next, your loved one is tossing and turning, waking up in the middle of the night, struggling to get the rest they once used to. Maybe it's your mom, your dad, or a close friend, someone who, just a few years ago, seemed to fall asleep without a second thought. Now, it's a nightly struggle. And you, as someone who deeply cares, start to wonder, what happened? Why are they having such a hard time getting the sleep they deserve? Well, you're not alone. Sleep disruptions as we age are a common, and often overlooked, issue. But here's the thing, sleep isn't just about resting. It's so much more than that. It's about mental clarity, physical health, and emotional well-being. When we sleep well, we function better, feel happier, and have the energy to face each day. But as we get older, these benefits become even more crucial. And when that sleep starts to slip away, it can affect everything: their health, their mood, their quality of life. Imagine if there was something you could do to help them sleep better, feel more rested, and improve their overall well-being. What if something as simple as a change in their diet could make a huge difference? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 foods, yes, 7 simple, natural foods, that can actually promote better sleep. These foods have been shown to improve sleep quality and help you and your loved ones enjoy more restful nights. But it's not just about what foods you add to their diet, it's about how you prepare them, how you incorporate them into daily meals, and why they work. By the end of this video, you'll have practical, actionable tips that you can start using today, foods that will help your loved one sleep like never before. Trust me, you won't want to miss these tips. So, if you're ready to help your loved ones finally get the rest they need, drop a comment below and type "I'm in." If you find these tips helpful, please like this video and make sure to subscribe for more advice on elderly care and health tips. Alright, let's dive in and discover the foods that could transform their sleep. Now, let's talk about one of the easiest, yet most effective foods to help you sleep: almonds. Imagine your grandfather. Someone who has always been a deep sleeper, never waking up in the middle of the night. But lately, he's been tossing and turning, waking up several times throughout the night, staring at the ceiling, unable to fall back asleep. It's heartbreaking to watch, right? You've tried everything, cutting down on caffeine, encouraging a good bedtime routine, but nothing seems to work. What if something as simple as a handful of almonds before bed could help him sleep through the night again? Here's the magic: almonds are loaded with magnesium, a mineral that is essential for muscle relaxation and helps regulate your body's sleep patterns. When you get enough magnesium, it boosts the production of melatonin, which is the hormone that helps signal to your body that it's time to wind down and fall asleep. This can make all the difference when it comes to getting those deep, uninterrupted hours of rest. But here's the catch. Many people avoid nuts like almonds because they think they're too high in calories. They worry about gaining weight, so they stay away from these tiny, but powerful foods. I get it. But here's the truth: when eaten in moderation, almonds can actually help with sleep without adding any unnecessary weight. The key is the serving size. Just a small handful of almonds before bed, about 10 to 12 almonds, is enough to deliver the magnesium you need to help your body relax. Think about it. Adding a handful of almonds to a bedtime snack could be a simple, nutritious, and sleep-friendly choice. You can pair them with something light like yogurt, or just eat them on their own. It's a great way to wind down the day and prepare for a peaceful, restful night. So, next time your loved one is struggling with sleep, try this easy, natural solution. A small portion of almonds might be the simple answer they need. But wait, we're not done yet. There's another food that's just as powerful when it comes to sleep, and it's probably sitting in your fridge right now: tart cherries. Let's talk about how this little fruit can make a big difference. Now, let's move on to another powerful sleep aid: tart cherries. Imagine your mother, someone who has always been an early riser, always up with the sun, getting her day started without a hitch. But lately, something's changed. She's struggling to fall asleep, staring at the clock in the middle of the night, waiting for sleep to come. Maybe you've noticed it too. She's still awake long after you've tucked yourself in. It's frustrating, isn't it? You wish you could find something simple to help her, to give her the peaceful rest she deserves. What if I told you that tart cherry juice could help her fall asleep more easily, just like that? Here's why it works. Tart cherries are actually one of the only natural sources of melatonin, that essential hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. Melatonin tells your body when it's time to rest, and without enough of it, sleep becomes much harder to come by. Drinking just a small glass of tart cherry juice before bed can actually help improve both the duration and the quality of sleep, especially in older adults who might struggle more with sleep disruptions. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Isn't fruit juice full of sugar? That's a common concern, but here's the thing, tart cherry juice has a unique blend of natural compounds that not only help you sleep but do so without causing a spike in blood sugar levels. Unlike many fruit juices, which can flood your system with sugar, tart cherry juice offers all the sleep benefits with a much gentler impact on blood sugar. So, no need to worry about extra calories or sugar crashes. So, how can you work this into your loved one's routine? It's simple. Serve tart cherry juice in small portions, around 4 ounces, about an hour before bedtime. You can even get creative by adding a few cherries to your evening smoothie. It's a refreshing, natural way to help signal to the body that it's time to wind down and prepare for rest. With tart cherries, your loved one can enjoy a natural and effective way to sleep more soundly through the night. Now, speaking of surprising sleep aids, let's talk about a food that might surprise you even more. Kiwi. Yes, that small, fuzzy fruit could actually play a big role in improving sleep. Let's dive into that next. Now, let's talk about a fruit that's small, but mighty when it comes to sleep, kiwi. Picture this, your aunt, who used to be a real fruit lover, always enjoying her daily snacks of fresh, juicy fruits. But recently, things have changed. She's been having a hard time staying asleep, waking up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning, and struggling to get back to sleep. You feel for her, knowing how much she used to enjoy her rest. So, what if something as simple as a couple of kiwis before bed could be the answer to her sleep troubles? Here's the magic behind kiwis. They're rich in serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Serotonin is known for its calming effects, and it plays a key role in helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Studies have shown that eating just 1 or 2 kiwis before bed can significantly improve sleep quality. So, that little fuzzy fruit? It might just be the natural sleep aid your loved one needs. But I know what you might be thinking, aren't kiwis a bit too acidic? Wouldn't that keep you awake? It's a good question. Many people avoid acidic fruits for fear they might upset their stomachs, especially at night. But here's the thing. The sleep benefits of kiwis far outweigh any concerns about acidity. Plus, kiwis are packed with vitamin C, which is fantastic for overall health, immune support, and even reducing inflammation in the body. So, even if there's a little acidity, the benefits far surpass any discomfort. So, how can you easily incorporate this into your loved one's routine? It's simple, just peel and slice up 2 kiwis before bed. You can serve them as a refreshing, easy-to-eat snack that not only satisfies but also helps boost sleep quality. And trust me, once your loved one starts eating kiwis regularly before bed, they'll notice the difference in the quality of their rest. Now that we've talked about kiwis, let's keep the fruit theme going. Next up, we've got another great fruit that's often overlooked when it comes to sleep, bananas. Yes, bananas. They're not just for breakfast anymore. let's talk about how bananas can also help your loved one sleep better. Let's dive into another food that could really make a difference in your loved one's sleep: bananas. Imagine your elderly neighbor, a sweet woman who's always been an early bird, someone who could fall asleep without a second thought, night after night. But recently, things have changed. She struggles to relax before bed, tossing and turning, feeling restless. It's not the peaceful sleep she used to enjoy. What if I told you that something as simple as a banana before bed could help her get back to those restful nights? Here's why bananas work. They're packed with potassium and magnesium, two minerals that are known to help relax muscles and prepare the body for sleep. Potassium helps keep your muscles from cramping, and magnesium supports muscle relaxation, both of which make it easier to wind down after a long day. These minerals also help regulate blood pressure, which is another factor that can contribute to a more restful night's sleep. When your blood pressure is stable and your muscles are relaxed, your body is more likely to ease into that deep, restorative sleep. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: won't eating a banana make me gain weight? I get it. There's a common misconception that bananas are high in sugar or carbs, which can contribute to weight gain. But the truth is, bananas are not only a healthy choice but also an essential part of a balanced diet, especially when it comes to sleep. The potassium and magnesium they provide actually support a healthy sleep cycle, helping your body relax and recover during the night. So, you can rest easy knowing that a banana isn't going to hurt your loved one's waistline. In fact, it's more likely to help them rest better. The best part? Bananas are so easy to add to your loved one's routine. They can be eaten alone, or you can make it into a little bedtime treat by pairing the banana with something like almond butter for a little extra protein. It's a light, satisfying snack that will promote relaxation and help ease your loved one into a peaceful sleep. Now that we've covered bananas, let's move on to a classic bedtime favorite that's always been a go-to for relaxation: warm milk. Yes, warm milk. This one is a classic, but with good reason. Let's see how it can help your loved one get the restful sleep they deserve. Now, let's talk about a classic bedtime remedy: warm milk. Do you remember those childhood nights when a warm cup of milk seemed to be the perfect cure for a restless night? Your mom or dad would pour you a small cup, and within no time, you'd be drifting off to sleep. It was simple, comforting, and always worked. The good news is, it still works, especially for the elderly. So, what if this nostalgic comfort could help your loved one get a better night's sleep? Here's why warm milk is so effective. Milk contains tryptophan, which is an amino acid that plays a key role in promoting serotonin production. Serotonin, as we've discussed, is essential for helping the body relax and transition into a restful state. As serotonin gets converted into melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle, the body is signaled that it's time to wind down. This means that warm milk can actually promote a sense of calm and sleepiness, making it easier for your loved one to drift off into a peaceful sleep. Now, you might be thinking, but does warm milk really work as well as it did when we were kids? Some people believe that milk sleep benefits aren't as significant as they once were, or they think it's just an old wives' tale. But the truth is, warm milk still has a calming effect on the body, especially when consumed before bed. It's not a myth, it's rooted in science. The combination of tryptophan and warmth creates a comforting effect that encourages relaxation, perfect for easing into sleep. So, what can you do to incorporate this into your loved one's routine? It's easy. Simply heat a small cup of milk for your loved one before bed. If you want to make it even more soothing, you can add a touch of honey. The honey not only enhances the calming effects but also adds a little extra comfort to the drink. It's a simple, effective way to help your loved one relax and get the sleep they need. With just a cup of warm milk, you can recreate that comforting ritual and bring back the peaceful, restful sleep that your loved one deserves. Now, let's move on to something a little more savory, but just as effective: turkey. Yes, Turkey. It's not just for Thanksgiving. Let's dive into how this protein-packed food can actually help with sleep. Now, let's talk about something many people might not immediately think of when it comes to sleep: turkey. Picture this: your uncle, who loves a hearty meal, usually enjoys a big dinner at the end of the day. But recently, he's been feeling restless after meals, unable to relax and get a good night's sleep. Could something as simple as turkey, often thought of as a heavy dish, actually help him sleep better? Here's where turkey works its magic. Turkey is high in tryptophan, the same amino acid we've been talking about with milk and bananas. Tryptophan is essential for boosting serotonin levels, which is that calming, mood-regulating neurotransmitter that helps us feel relaxed. Once serotonin is made, it's converted into melatonin, the hormone that signals to your body that it's time for sleep. So, even though turkey might seem like a hefty meal, it actually contains just the right ingredients to promote relaxation and prepare the body for sleep. I know what some of you might be thinking: isn't turkey too heavy for older adults? Wouldn't it cause discomfort or indigestion before bed? It's a common misconception, but here's the truth: a small portion of lean turkey is perfectly fine and can be a sleep-promoting powerhouse. It's all about the balance. While large, fatty portions of turkey might leave your loved one feeling too full or uncomfortable, a small, lean portion can actually have the opposite effect, helping them wind down and relax. So, how can you add turkey to your loved one's routine? It's simple. Just serve a small portion of lean turkey as part of their dinner. Pair it with a light vegetable or a whole grain like quinoa or brown rice to create a balanced, sleep-promoting meal. The combination of tryptophan from the turkey, along with the fiber and nutrients from the vegetables and grains, will help regulate their sleep and prepare them for a peaceful night. Now that we've got turkey covered, let's move on to something a little more soothing to sip before bed: chamomile tea. This could be the perfect addition to your loved one's nighttime routine, and trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Now, let's talk about one of the oldest and most trusted remedies for a good night's rest: chamomile tea. Picture your grandmother, a true believer in herbal remedies. Over the years, she's tried just about everything for better sleep. She's sipped on lavender tea, taken melatonin supplements, even tried essential oils. But despite all the effort, she still struggles with sleep. What if chamomile tea is the missing ingredient? Could this humble herbal tea finally help her get the restful sleep she deserves? Here's the magic behind chamomile. Chamomile is known for its calming properties, and for good reason. It contains powerful antioxidants, specifically apigenin, which binds to certain receptors in the brain. These receptors help promote relaxation, reducing anxiety and signaling to the body that it's time to wind down. This is why chamomile is often considered a natural sleep aid. It doesn't just help you fall asleep, it helps you stay asleep, gently calming the nervous system and promoting deep rest. Some people might think that herbal teas like chamomile aren't as effective as medications or prescription sleep aids. It's a common misconception, but the truth is, chamomile tea has been scientifically proven to improve sleep quality, especially in older adults. Unlike medications that can have side effects or cause grogginess the next morning, chamomile is gentle, natural, and works with your body to encourage rest. Plus, it has a soothing effect that can help ease the mind before bedtime, which is something medications often fail to do. So, how can you incorporate chamomile tea into your loved one's routine? It's simple. Brew a cup of chamomile tea about 30 minutes before bed. Let it steep for a few minutes, and allow the soothing aroma to fill the room. You can even add a touch of honey to enhance its calming effects and make it a little sweeter. This small ritual can signal to their body that it's time to relax, wind down, and prepare for a restful night of sleep. Chamomile tea is not just another bedtime beverage, it's a gentle, natural way to promote better sleep without the harsh chemicals or medications that often come with other sleep aids. It's the perfect way to help your loved one fall into a deep, peaceful sleep. Now, we've covered all 7 foods that can help your loved one sleep better, but before you go, let's recap these incredible sleep aids one more time. Stay tuned. As caregivers, we all know that sleep disruptions can have a huge impact on our loved one's well-being. It's something so simple, yet when it's taken away, the consequences are far-reaching. Watching them struggle with something that seems so basic, like simply getting a good night's sleep, can be heart-wrenching. You may feel helpless, as if there's nothing you can do to ease their discomfort, or worse, as if you've tried everything and nothing works. But let me offer you a new perspective, because now, you do have the tools to make a difference. You've just learned about 7 powerful foods that can help your loved one sleep better. These simple, everyday foods are packed with nutrients that support rest, relaxation, and better sleep quality. And the best part? These aren't complicated treatments or costly interventions. They're easy, accessible, and they could be the key to restoring the peaceful nights your loved one deserves. By introducing just 1 or more of these foods into their diet, you can take action today. Try adding a handful of almonds before bed, or offer a warm cup of chamomile tea in the evening. Maybe start adding kiwi or bananas to their meals. Every small step you take can have a meaningful impact on their ability to rest, and ultimately, their overall well-being. See how their sleep improves over the coming weeks. With each small change, you'll be taking strides toward better sleep and, most importantly, a better quality of life for your loved one. It might seem like a small thing, but these changes are incredibly powerful. They can bring comfort where there was once frustration, relief where there was once sleeplessness, and peace where there was once restlessness. These simple foods might just be the key to turning nights of tossing and turning into deep, restorative sleep. You're not just feeding their bodies, you're feeding their well-being. These small, thoughtful changes could be the difference between a night spent restlessly staring at the ceiling and a night of deep, restorative sleep that brings comfort, rejuvenation, and peace. And isn't that the most important gift you can give someone you care about? Let's take a moment to recap everything we've learned today. The 7 foods we've covered: almonds, tart cherries, kiwi, bananas, warm milk, turkey, and chamomile tea, are all natural, simple ways to improve sleep for your elderly loved ones. These foods are not just for indulgence, they are tools that can help create restful, peaceful nights and ultimately enhance the quality of life for those we care for. And the best part? They're easy to incorporate into your loved one's routine without major changes or disruptions. Just small, thoughtful steps that can make a world of difference. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods have you tried with your loved one? Or maybe there's one you're thinking of adding to their evening routine tonight. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Maybe you have your own go-to food for better sleep that's not on this list. Let's keep this conversation going and help each other find more ways to care for our loved ones. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about elderly care and health awareness, don't forget to subscribe. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue bringing valuable information to you. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date with more tips, insights, and ideas to make caring for your elderly loved ones just a little bit easier. Thank you for watching today. Remember, the journey of caregiving can be tough, but you're not alone. Stay strong, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.